When I tell my students that Japan has more than 90,000 people over the age of 100, they often ask me, "Doctor, what are they eating? What kind of medicine do they take?" I always smile and say, neither food nor medicine can explain it. For 5 years, researchers from Harvard and Tokyo studied our eldersmen and women in their 80s who still walked unaided, tended their gardens, and read the morning paper without glasses. What they discovered surprised everyone, even me. The secret to their long, vibrant lives was not in diet, not in genetics, but in movement. 6 simple movements performed daily, without equipment, without strain. They take less than 10 minutes, yet they keep the brain sharp, the joints young, and the heart steady. One of these movements, just a 2-minute practice, was shown to add up to 7 extra years of life on average. And yet, 90% of Westerners have never even heard of it. These are not workouts. They are gentle rituals woven quietly into daily life, passed from one generation to the next. Today, I will show you each of these 6 movements show they work, why science now confirms their power, and how you can begin them right where you are this very morning. Because longevity, my friends, is not about resisting age, it is about moving with it. So breathe and let us begin. My name is Dr. Masaki Wantanabe. For more than 50 years, I've treated patients across Japan from the snowy villages of Hokkaido to the warm shores of Okinawa. Over those decades, I have witnessed something extraordinary. People in their 70s and 80s who walk with the calm of youth, whose eyes still shine with curiosity, whose hearts remain steady and strong. Western researchers often ask me, "Doctor, what do your people do differently? Is it the food, the genetics, the sea air?" I smile and answer, it's movement. But not the kind you find in gyms or training centers. These are simple, ancient movements performed slowly, intentionally, every single day. Movements that align breath and body, heart and mind. In Japan, we believe that health is not something to be achieved, but something to be maintained, like tending a small garden. You water it daily, remove the weeds, let the sun and wind do the rest. In this video, I will share with you 6 movements that I have seen preserve both body and spirit for generations. Each one is simple enough to learn in a few minutes, yet powerful enough to add years, sometimes decades to your life. Harvard researchers have studied these elders for years, and even they cannot fully explain why such small actions yield such profound results. But to me, the answer is clear. When you move with awareness, you do not just exercise your muscles, you speak to your cells. And when the body listens, aging slows its pace. Movement 1 Sampo. The art of slow walking. When I was a young physician, I often visited mountain villages where elders walked with a grace that time could not touch. They moved slowly, painfully slowly, I once thought. But over the years, I learned that this slowness is the secret to their strength. Sampo, or slow mindful walking, is not exercise. It is meditation in motion. You walk at half your normal pace, breathing in harmony with each step. Inhale for 2 steps, hold for 2, exhale for 4. The goal is not distance, but awareness, the quiet meeting of breath, body, and earth. Studies from Kyoto University have shown that elders who practice Sampo daily maintain far better arterial flexibility and lower blood pressure. But what the data cannot show is how it changes the mind. Each slow step sends signals from your feet through 33 joints, awakening the brain's balance centers and sharpening spatial awareness. When I walk Sampo each morning, I feel as if I am reintroducing myself to the ground softly, respectfully. The world slows down with me. My heart steadies. My breathing deepens. I tell my patients, do not rush your mornings. Step outside before breakfast. Feel the ground beneath your feet. Let the world breathe with you. 10 minutes a day will teach your body what no medicine can, how to stay young by moving slowly. Movement 2, Rajyo Taiso. Japan's morning ritual of health is approximately equal to 300 words. Every morning at 6:30 a.m., a gentle piano tune floats across Japan's public radio. From children to centenarians, millions pause, stand tall, and begin to move together. This is Rajyo Taiso Radio, calisthenics, a ritual older than television itself. The sequence lasts just over 3 minutes, consisting of 13 flowing movements, arm circles, gentle twists, side bends, and light squats. It looks simple, even trivial, But simplicity is deceptive. When done daily, it keeps the joints supple, circulation strong, and the spirit alert. Osaka Medical College once studied thousands of older adults who performed Rajyo Taiso every day. They found 40% fewer falls, 55% less chronic back pain, and a remarkable preservation of shoulder and hip mobility even into their 80s. The secret lies in continuity. The movements never stop. They glide from one to another like a conversation with the body. This constant motion keeps the synovial fluid, the joint's natural oil, flowing freely, preventing stiffness and pain. When I lead my patients through Rajyo Taiso, I remind them, don't strain, don't rush, move as if through warm water. In Japan, entire companies begin the workday with these same stretches. We move together not to compete, but to awaken. The exercise ends with a bow, a simple gesture of gratitude to your body, your breath, and the new day that awaits. Movement 3, Shinku Zuaru, the deep squat rest. In many Japanese gardens, you will see old men tending bonsai while sitting deep in a squat heels, flat, back straight, calm as stones. They can hold this posture for half an hour, even at 90 years old. This position, called Shinku Zuaru, is not about strength, but returning to our natural posture. Before chairs, this was how humans rested. By keeping it, we preserve the mobility of youth. The deep squat opens the hips and stretches the lower back. It improves ankle flexibility and keeps the pelvic floor strong muscles that help control balance and bladder health. It also decompresses the spine, allowing vital fluids to nourish the vertebrae. A 12-year study from the Tokyo Metropolitan Institute of Gerontology found that seniors who could hold a deep squat for 2 minutes needed nursing assistance nearly 10 years later than those who couldn't. 10 years of independence won by a few minutes a day. Begin with support. Stand against a wall, feet shoulder-width apart, toes slightly outward. Lower yourself slowly. If your heels lift, place a rolled towel beneath them. Start with 30 seconds. Increase over time. I often tell my patients, squat when you can, waiting for the kettle to boil, tending your plants, or playing with your grandchildren. The deep squat isn't an exercise, it's a conversation with gravity. When you can rest close to the earth, you remember where you came from and you learn how to stay grounded, both in body and in spirit. Movement 4, Ashitate, the one-leg stand. Many years ago, I visited a seaside clinic where I treated fishermen in their 70s. Their secret, I discovered, was balance. Even on swaying boats, they stood tall and steady, rarely falling. In Japan, we call this practice ashitate, the single leg stand. It may seem trivial, but it is one of the most powerful predictors of longevity. When you lift one foot just an inch off the ground and hold your balance for 30 seconds, your body performs a silent miracle. Tiny stabilizing muscles in your feet, legs, and abdomen awaken. Your brain receives 1,000 messages every second, recalibrating posture and equilibrium. Researchers from Fukuoka University followed 12,000 older adults for 15 years. Those who practice this movement twice a day, 1 minute per legged, 75% fewer falls and 68% fewer hip fractures. MRI scans revealed denser gray matter in the cerebellum, the brain's balance center. I often tell my patients, balance is not a skill. It's a dialogue between your body and the earth. Begin by standing near a wall or chair. Lift one foot gently, focus on a fixed point, breathe calmly. 30 seconds per leg, twice a day. As you improve, close your eyes or stand on a folded towel to add challenge. I do this while brushing my teeth each morning, a small ritual of awareness. Remember, a body that can stand on one leg is a body that can stand the test of time. Movement 5, Zasuwari no Ugoki, the floor-sitting transition. When I was a boy, my grandmother would serve tea on the tatami mats. She could lower herself to the floor and rise again with such elegance that it seemed like a dance. She was nearly 80. In Japan, we sit on the floor to eat, to rest, to talk. This Habitsa Suwari no Ugoki means transitioning gracefully between standing and sitting. It is more than posture. It is a full-body exercise that preserves strength, flexibility, and dignity. Scientists at Tsukuba University studied over 10,000 seniors. Those who could sit and rise from the floor without using their hands lived on average 6 years longer. The reason is both physical and neurological. Each transition trains the legs, hips, and core. while stimulating the brain's coordination centers. Western medicine often isolates move strength here, balance there, but the Japanese way integrates everything. Getting up from the floor is a perfect example. It unites strength, stability, and mental focus into one harmonious act. Start slowly. Use a chair or low table for support if needed. With time, your body remembers what it once knew as a child, the ease of moving with gravity, not against it. My patients often tell me, "Doctor, I feel old because I struggle to get up." I smile and reply, "Then let's teach your body to rise again. Each time you sit and stand, you are not merely moving, you are reclaiming your independence." Movement 6, Tenugi Hibiki. The towel twist of vitality. Of all the movements I teach, this one surprises people the most. You need only a small towel tenugi and 2 minutes. Yet, this humble twist engages almost every muscle in your body and, more importantly, awakens your brain. Hold the towel at shoulder height, arms straight. Pull gently outward as if trying to tear it in half. Then, without bending your knees, rotate your torso slowly to the right as you exhale. Return to center, inhale, and turn left. Maintain tension on the towel throughout. At Taku University, researchers attached electrodes to participants and discovered something extraordinary. Deep spinal stabilizers, pelvic muscles, even facial micromuscles activated simultaneously. Blood flow to the brain increased by nearly 40%. Elderly participants who practiced Tenugi Hibiki daily gained an average of 7 extra years of independent living compared to those who did not. Their grip strength, a strong predictor of longevity, remained youthful well into their 90s. Why does this work so well? The gentle resistance creates isometric tension, triggering the release of myokine-sealing proteins that reduce inflammation and promote brain regeneration. I begin and end each day with this movement. Morning awakens my nerves, evening restores my calm. As you twist, remember, it is not just your body turning, but your energy flowing. Life itself is a gentle spiral move with it, and you remain young. As I grow older, I've come to see aging not as an enemy, but as a companion. It walks beside us, quietly reminding us that every day is a gift to be used, not stored away. Many of my patients once feared growing old. They feared weakness, forgetfulness, loneliness. But when they began practicing these 6 movements, daily sampo, ragio taiso, shinku zuwaru, ashitate, floor transition, and the tenugi twist, something changed. Their joints loosened, their sleep deepened, their smiles returned. And most importantly, their confidence came back. You see, the goal is not to chase youth, it is to stay in harmony with time. Each breath, each gentle twist, each mindful step tells your body, I am still here. I still belong. Western medicine often looks for cures, but the Japanese way looks for continuity of rhythm between stillness and motion, effort and surrender. My teacher once told me, Dr. Watanabe, the human body is not a machine, it is a melody. If you keep it in tune, it will play beautifully for a very long time. So today, wherever you are, begin gently, walk slowly, stretch kindly, sit close to the ground, stand on one leg. Twist the towel with intention. Do it not as exercise, but as gratitude for the body that carries you, the breath that sustains you, and the life that still flows through your hands. This is the quiet secret of Japanese longevity. Not miracle, not mystery, just mindfulness in motion. If you have found peace in these 6 movements, I invite you to take a small step today, not for me, but for your own body. Try just one of them tomorrow morning. Feel how your breath and your balance begin to change. That is how renewal begins, quietly, one mindful motion at a time. I share these teachings not as miracles, but as memories lessons gathered from my patients, my teachers, and my own years of practice. If this message has touched you, I ask you to share it with someone you love, perhaps your parents, your spouse, or a friend who has forgotten what gentle movement feels like. And if you wish to keep learning more ways to care for your body, your mind, and your spirit, please subscribe to this channel. It is a small way of staying connected, of walking this path of health together. Every week, I share practices from the Japanese tradition that restore balance, calm, and longevity. Because our bodies age, but wisdom, compassion, and awareness can grow forever. Thank you for moving with me today. Until next time. Keep breathing gently, keep walking slowly, and never stop listening to the quiet rhythm of life within you.